Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
So we're going to learn a new song for this season of return in the month of Elul leading up to the High Holy Days. It's a version of Hashivenu, We Return by Ilana Arian and Noah Aronson. So it starts out with a call and response. So repeat after me. We return.
We return.
We return.
We return.
We return, return again. And that part we'll do together. Let's try that. We return, return again. Great. So then it happens again. We return.
We return.
We return.
We return.
We return, return again and again. And then we say, to love. Let's try that. To love.
To love.
Then it goes like this. Love. Love from the air. Love. And then the same part as the last one. Love. Let's try that. Here we go.
Love.
And then together we'll go. We return again to love. We return. We return again to love. So there are three verses. The first one is love. The second is truth. And then we go into a Hashivenu melody, which if you know it, please join in. You're going to get it by the time this
We'll
ends.
do it a lot.
We're going to do it a lot.
Yeah,
and then the
now and
last time is we return to you. Let's try it. We return.
We return.
We return.
We return.
Together. We return, return again. We return.
We return.
We return.
We return.
We return, return
Well, they had it after the first go, right?
Yeah, it was great.
We'll be golden through the month of Elul. So make sure you have this special book. We'll be using it on the Friday nights through Elul. And then also for our Slichot service, we'll have a sunset Slichot service over at George and Wendy Writer's house on September 14th. But on page 6, just to set the tone, Elul, an island in the year. Before we slip too quickly into the season of the soul, let there be a Sabbath of Sabbaths for the heart. Before the music of creation's majesty, let there be a silent praise of existence. Before the feast of sanctified words, let there be a poetry of solitude. Before we enter the palaces of prayer, let us find within ourselves a place of calm. Before we revel in the wondrous and the sublime, let there be an honest inward gaze. Before the rites and ceremonies of awe, let there be quieter days, an island of attentiveness. So we're just going to take a moment, check in with the people around you, swap names, let them know what you're looking forward to this new Jewish year. Do that now. Tekiah, Shevarim, Teruah, Tekiah Gadolah, So, thank you, David. You can return to your seat. What you really need to know is how lucky an escape you just had, all right?
It really is.
So, we were talking in my office earlier this week, and, we're going to use you now. And we were saying, like, I've been putting the word out, some of the people who normally blow the shofar not around. Like, I had 2 shofarot there. It might have been us 2 blowing the shofar. It would have been horrible.
Horrible.
So not only did David do a good job, he saved you a horrible fate of listening to like bad shofar blowing. Okay, as I said
gorgeous.
to Canada, we would have really blown. So Art Sanders from our Board of Trustees, tell us what's coming up in the near future, please.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
As of 5 days ago, we entered the Jewish lunar month of Elul, as we could tell. We're almost at the 6th day in another few minutes. As we prepare for the high holidays, we note that this is a time of reflection and gratitude. We give gratitude for our awesome clergy team, Rabbi Malcolm and Cantor Jen, for leading us in services that lift our spirits every time. Gratitude for Kimona Semanas, who is lighting our Shabbat candles tonight. Gratitude for Chris Tackett, who plays the piano so beautifully. Gratitude for our tech team, our facilities team, and all the talented staff who make our services possible. A few announcements. Tomorrow, Torah study at 8:30, Shabbat service at 10. Next Saturday on September 6th, join us for Shabbat services when Elijah Rubin will become a bar mitzvah. Registration for High Holy Days is open for members. All services require advanced registration. Please commit your annual membership and to have access for High Holy Day registration. The Jewish lifelong learning classes are starting and registration is open. If you're interested in the Introduction to Judaism, this Wednesday you could come to the first session for free and see if this is the course you want to continue with. And a list of all other JLL classes are available on our website. Every Sunday, join the local chapter of Run for Their Lives for a group walk to advocate for the release of the 50 hostages currently held by Hamas in Gaza. We meet at the U of A main gate at 8:30 a.m. The office will be closed Monday, September 1st, in honor of Labor Day. On behalf of the Kol Amin clergy, staff, and the Board of Trustees, we extend our gratitude to you, our amazing congregation, so we can sing and pray together in community. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. For our candle lighting, the blessing's on page 10, but the reading that Chioma's going to read is on page 11.
Okay, this first? Okay. All right. In the beginning, emptiness and chaos, a great darkness over the deep. The Spirit of God moved over the waters. Explosion of light, the long chain of emerging life. Behold, it was very good. These candles evoke the very first light. Out of the darkness came reason, purpose, consciousness of beauty, the power to discern and do what is right. Let us hold the light in our hearts. Let us bring it with us into the darkest corners of creation. Where there is pain and fear, let us offer the light of love.
Go ahead and light.
Okay. Light them first.
I'm sorry? Light them first, yes, absolutely. It's one of the few Jewish activities that it's in that order. Strange but true.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We're going to continue now with our service. Psalm 95, Lechuna Ranana, in the Kabbalat Shabbat section of our service. You can find the words on the slide. Let us sing out to God,
The maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear Ya lai 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 lai.
For all of the wonders in all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Lekun eranena, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, na'ariyah, yai lai 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 lai, letzur yishreinu, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai.
Continue with words from Psalm 97, page 15 in our books. Light is sown for the righteous, radiance and joy for the pure of heart.
Orzaru ala tzadik, u'yishrei lev simcha. 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 Orzaru ala tzadik, u'yishrei lev simcha.
Over on page 22 for Lachadodi.
Lachadodi, ya la 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 likrat halam, ya la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, ya la 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 lachadodi, ya la 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 likrat halam, ya la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, ki ishmi'anu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'lithilah. Ya la 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 lachadodi, ya la 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 likrat halam, ya la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat,
Hakol Habaraka Rosh Mikedem Nesucha Sof Maseh Mashavat Tefila Ya la 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 Chadoni Ya la 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 Lekrakala Ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Hitorari Hitorari Kivarei Kumi Uri Uri Shidaberi Kivod Adonai Alayik Nikla Ya la 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 Lechadodi Ya la 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 Lekrakala La 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Mekabela
Bo'iveh Shalom Ateret Bala Gam Besimcha U'etzola Toch emunei Am Sekula
Ya la 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 Lekrakala Ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Ya la 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 Lechadodi Ya la 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 Lekrakala Ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat Mekabela. You can remain standing for the half Kaddish, page 24.
Yikadar v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah
Amen.
Ve'yamad yivarach yirutei ve'yamlich malchutei
V'chayechon u'vyomechon
U'v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael
Bagala Bagala
U'vizman kariv ve'imeru
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam olam me'amaya Yitbarach
Yiparach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitrama ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitale ve'yitalal Shemei tekudesha
Brichu
le'ela min chol birchata b'shirata
Tushmechata v'nechemata
damiran be'alma ve'imeru
Amen. I orient myself to the east, facing the land of Israel. I align myself with my people, embracing a noble tradition. I enlist in the work of justice, repairing a broken world. I take upon myself this mitzvah. Wherever you go, be a blessing in the middle of 26.
Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Page 29. All of them are travelers, bodies in motion, obedient servants of celestial laws. Moons orbit planets, planets circle stars, stars spin around galaxies. Galaxies cluster drawn by dark matter. Superclusters flow driven by dark energy. All of us are travelers, bodies in motion, unwitting servants of the flow of time. Within us, atoms vibrate, electrons whirl. We're changing, aging, spinning our own orbits, drawn together, drifting apart, driven by forces we barely understand, particles of matter in perpetual motion. We yearn for clarity and calm, strength to master our own dark energies and to counter the darkness in our world. As we lift our gaze to the starlight, may we lift ourselves to embrace a higher law. Page 30. Ahavat olam, Beit Israel, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata, Otanu limadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu, Ukmeinu nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavat ha'atasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. page 32.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
On page 35, please be seated. We're reading something slightly different because of the season. 35, you shall love the ones who are close with all your heart, with all your spirit, with all your strength.
Join us.
Remember these words, inscribe them on your heart, love them when they struggle, when they sadden and disappoint you, love them when they fail. See the good within them, even when they can't. Look at them and listen, even when it's hard. Be grateful for their guidance, even their reproof. When they save you from yourself, love them when they give you joy, and love them when they don't. When you lie down, let go of anger. When you rise up at dawn, begin again. Praise them for their deeds at home. Speak to them in public with respect. Bind yourself to the ones you love, with promises kept and vows fulfilled. Open to them the gates of your heart, the doorway of your soul, and let them know you. So shall the ones you cherish feel your love, your presence, your care.
36. למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Top of 41, we read together, crossing the sea, and we say, Eternal, watch over my small domain of light and shadow. Those few people who share my love and all others upon this earth that sometimes shakes with thunder and reverberates with lightning. Help us to live with fear and conquer rage. Heal the hate that makes us kill and covers the ground with this Red Sea that only you can part, so we may all walk through the wilderness to your realm of peace, where all men and women are one, and sing your blessed name. Middle of 40 for Micha Mocha. Just take a moment to listen, even if we don't know this particular melody.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות, אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו לפני משה ומרים, זרי, זרי, אנו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar kivod Adonai et Yaakov u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai
Amen. We lie down in darkness this day with its burdens passes away. Raise us up to the light of a new day. Change us with the season. Give us rest and renewal. Make us eager for the dawn. Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom
v'hamidenu
Malkeinu
l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Malkeinu v'hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. Follow along on the slide, please. Ushmot tzitenu uvoenu l'chaim shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. So during the month of Elul, whereas we might think of God in different ways in other parts of the year, we focus on the Malchut, the kingship, the sovereignty, thinking of God as ruler in particular, which is why we use the word Malkeinu. In the middle of 48, will everyone please rise? Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi akitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Lekoneh Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'imahot, U'mevii geula livnei v'neihem, Leman shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozeh u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav v'Hoshia, Morid hatzal, Mechalkel chayim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol b'rachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, B'shenei afar, Michamocha ba'gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit umachayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh u'shimcha kadosh, U'kedoshim b'chol yom ya'alelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We take a moment for silent prayer.
Please be seated on the middle of page 74.
Oh, say shalom bimloma. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Imru, amen. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Time for our healing prayer. We do take a moment to make mention, thinking of the 49 hostages who are still in Gaza. The remains of Ilan Weiss were discovered and brought home by the IDF just at the end of this week before Shabbat. We're grateful for his body being returned to his family. Is there anyone in the room who wants to add a name for healing? Someone who could use some extra help? Marsha. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shoshana. Thank you, Rita. Thank you. Chris. Thank you. The online part of our community, we also mention the names of Bluma Yenta Batchaya, Samuel DeVore. We'll continue with our healing prayer. Please join with us on the screen behind us. Please rise. Abraham, Yitzhak, veYaakov. Mi sheberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, 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 and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mi sheberach avotenu, Abraham, Yitzhak, veYaakov. Mi sheberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may blessed our fathers.
Hear our prayer.
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 Hear our prayer and bless us as well. Hear our prayer.
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 Hear our prayer and bless us as well.
So when I lived in Las Vegas, then once in a while I'd actually go to see a magic show. I could have gone to Cirque du Soleil, a famous rock star. I'd go and see lounge singers once in a while. But the magicians, they amuse me. Not so much the big, famous musicians, David Copperfield and Penn and Teller. I really enjoyed the rather offbeat, slightly grizzled, off-the-strip performers whose bread and butter was small-scale illusions. There was a guy called Rick Thomas, and he shuffled around the stage. You could see in his eyes he'd seen a few things. He was going around the stage with a knowing and defiant look, as if to say, I've been doing this since before you were born, but I can still show you a trick or two. So he made his sequined assistant disappear, turned a small boy into a white tiger, and enabled an audience member to levitate. Now, I wasn't naive as to how magic worked, and when I went to see his show, but I still oohed and ahed as Thomas showed off his prowess. I was drawn in by the idea of magic, and of course, the magician could have taken me aside and explained every trick he'd carried out, but where was the fun in that? The inexplicable aspect of the show was the best part of it. Now, humans have a desire to experience the magic or supernatural. That's why my children enjoy going to see the 17th sequel of the latest Marvel superhero movie. Why some people get nervous on Friday the 13th or believe in ghosts or used to watch X-Files. And yet in Judaism, we're actually warned against engaging with such ideas and concepts. In this week's portion, the Israelites are instructed not to engage in some of the practices of the peoples thou find in the land of Israel. Specifically, they're told, and I quote, "Let no one be found among you who consigns his son or daughter to the fire, or who's an augur, a soothsayer, a diviner, a sorcerer, one who casts spells, or one who consults ghosts or familiar spirits, or one who inquires of the dead." Now, I'm willing to bet that no one here has ever offered their son or daughter into the fire. There's a few reasons we deny people membership at Colony, and that'd be one of them. But let's just check that we understand some of those other practices. An augur interprets natural events to predict the future. A soothsayer is someone who can see the future. A diviner seeks hidden knowledge through supernatural means. A sorcerer, a person who has innate magical power. What they all have in common is an attempt to control one's destiny or gain knowledge not usually available to people. I want to suggest something more, though. Along with the ability to speak with ghosts, all of these practices are in some way attempts to deal with the chaos or destruction of life. If you can predict the future and speak to the dead, it means you can avoid disaster and ensure the demise of loved ones doesn't become a permanent cutting off of contact with them. It might be the reason there's a warning about magic and sorcery in Judaism. Aside from suspicion of those neighbors in the land of Israel who engage in the practices, there also seems like avoidance tactics. We'd love to predict the future, and there are people who can predict it approximately by discerning patterns in human or national behavior, but ultimately, we don't really have that ability. In other words, we actually have to be okay with not knowing some things. At least I so appreciate the possibility of speaking to to loved ones who died years ago, but the fact that it's impossible means we have to confront our grief whether we like it or not. Now, it's not as if magic is not present inside of our tradition. The Baal Shem Tov, the founder of Hasidism, was reputed to be able to fly across space and time. Rabbi Loewy of Prague created the Golem, a Frankenstein-like being, which defended the Jewish people against its enemies. In the Talmud, there's a famous character, Honi, who draws a magic circle around himself and causes rain to fall. So it's not like we don't have a magical thread in our heritage. It's just that there's a tension between relying on magic and overcoming our own travails. The Jewish magic I mentioned just now, mostly from desperate times, when the Jewish community couldn't see another way out and were looking for something, anything, to get them out of a mess. Now, I wish magic was real. I know, you're thinking I'm a cynical, twisted man at this point in my life for not believing in magic. I'm willing to be convinced otherwise, okay? I do have an open mind. But until that moment, I'd just like to quote the following. We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. Now, is that the quote of a famous Jewish philosopher? No. Those are the words of J.K. Rowling, writer of the Harry Potter novels. This is the woman who made magic famous across the globe. Characters in her book cast spells to unlock doors, turn humans into mice, create force fields around people. They wear invisibility cloaks and carry wands. Rowling, of all people, could be excused for going all in on magic, and yet she tells us to rely on ourselves, not magic. Indeed, the personalities in her book only really succeed when they draw on other character traits, courage, empathy, mutual support. In other words, all the things that usually render magic irrelevant. So the tension with the Jewish connection to magic at its heart is the perspective that everything in the world is actually amazing. Even the most mundane activities has the potential to be holy and special. Even the smallest act of kindness can tip the balance of the universe over to redemption. And therefore, while magic is wonderful, in theory, the most important realization is that in our tradition, we've considered magic only in tough times. We can understand its attraction, particularly when nothing else seems to work. But in reality, we should be secure in the knowledge we have the personal character and the resources within our communities to attack any challenge. Magic is alluring, but its place is in books and movies. Shabbat Shalom. So what I'd really love to find out from people is if something good happened in your lives, I'd like to hear a couple of people to share that positive thing. Would anyone like to share something? Marsha.
Yes, I was out of town for a few weeks, and the first week I was in Silver Spring, Maryland, with my son and daughter-in-law and grandkids, and I was in an Orthodox Jewish bubble.
Okay,
For the
nice.
whole week. It was, and I grew up.
You're in the shtetl.
Or I was in it, right, that's what it was
Okay, great.
like. Walking 2 miles to synagogue, and
Right.
the services went on, and at the end of it, there was like a 12-year-old rabbi. He went on and on for like half an hour.
Actually 12-year-old, or he just
Yeah.
looked really young?
No, he was like a little kid,
Okay.
and he would sing something, or chant, and then the congregation responded, and it
Okay.
just went.
And he was in charge.
It was absolutely
Beautiful.
beautiful. But
Beautiful.
I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, we walked another 2 miles to popsicles in the park for the kids, and it was
Sign
all,
me up.
It was all young people with each of young couples with 5, 6, 7 kids each, and one on the way, and it was just. And everyone loving each other and taking care of each
Beautiful.
other. It was beautiful.
I'm really glad you had that experience. That's lovely to hear. Okay. Will, tell me something good.
A couple good things. One of them is after 40 years, my wife has decided to keep me around for another 40
Okay.
on the 31st. And on the 21st of August, I officially became a member of the Jewish nation.
Wow. Yeah, I was there. I'm an independent witness to confirm that fact. Wonderful, Will. We're so glad.
This week I got new hearing aids, so now I can hear what you're thinking.
And you have the ability to turn me off.
Our son Dan was married near Denver 2 weeks ago, and the happy couple is showing us pictures from Italy now.
Oh, molto bene. Okay, wonderful. So for that and all of the other wonderful things, we're going to sing the Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. That looks like totally the wrong page number. It's not
Really?
282
No,
pages.
it's not. We're so
Page
used to it.
78.
There we go. 78.
Yeah.
Please
Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויסד הארץ, ומשה יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגופי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשיבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. יגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Please be seated for a little while before Kaddish. I do want to offer anyone who's saying Kaddish for a loved one, wants to come down to the front, take one of these stones in their hand as they think of their beloved and place it on the table. Now would be the moment. Think of those who died or were laid to rest in this past week. Think of Timothy Rapp, father of Thomas, Ilan Weiss. Think of those who died in the past month: Denise Fellers, Persephone Meline, Larry Lycan, Elise Danino Hirschberg, Alvin Lightman, Glenna Bamer, Laurie Granner, Jack Cole, Brenda Sturman, Marshall Rubin. Those who died in this time in seasons past: Sarah Abrahams, Deborah W. Alberts, Irving Amder, Bertha Bill Gray, Maxine P. Brown, Philip Capin, Harlan Charlip, Joyce Colton, Bernice Don, Ida Eisenberg, Gwen Espin, Harvey Evanchik, Mo Fishman, Isidore Goldberg, Eva Goodman, Ruth Greenstein, Anita Grossman, Lee Hansman, Sam Jaska, Larry Joseph, Isidore Kaufman, Benjamin Coling, Arlene Kamensky, Harriet Krause, Samuel Kern, Nicole O'Donnell Levine, Rose Levy, Tilly Lewis, Lawrence Lieberman, Ron Mafaracci, Rose Marcus, Irving Mermelstein, Philip Metzger, Simon Moret, John Neff, Dina Nathan, Robert Nathanson, Rosalie Nussbaum, Blanche Amansky, Elsa Pinheiro, Leah Rosen, Stanley Rosenblum, Doris Rosenfeld, Jeanette Rothberger, Erwin Sattinger, Sylvia Schwartz, Helene Shirk, Debbie Simon, Avram Sonkin, Rosalind Stein, Julius Tennant, Robert Vampertik, Bill Hawardi, Doris Weiner, Hedwig Worth, and Harry Yampol. Is there anyone who I haven't mentioned, who I should have mentioned? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, absolutely. Thank you so much. Sorry for not seeing your hand. Okay. Will everyone please rise to support the mourners as we say on page 86, Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ba'alma divrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitada v'yitale v'yitalal. Shemei dekudisha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran ba'alma v'imru.
Amen.
Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav. Uyaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru.
Ve'imru, ve'imru, ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru, ve'imru, ve'imru. Amen. Continue with Kiddush, which can be found on page 10.
Actually, it's going to be found on
Page 12.
We're learning as we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavahu v'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehillah v'mikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'chata v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Like to connect the community. You'd like to touch the challah or someone who's touching it, or someone who's touching the challah, as we make a beautiful web of connectedness across the sanctuary and say,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Te'avon.
So before we sing our final song, really, really important, the lovely gold books that we've been using and will continue to use on Friday nights, would you be so kind as to put them back on the cart at the back in the middle when we finish the service? That would be lovely. But on the screen behind us, this wonderful song, We Return. It'd be nice if you've got strength in your bodies, you rise physically, spiritually, we sing together.
Ashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Yameinu
to you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.